Wall preparation. Before starting to plaster walls, you need to properly prepare the surface in order to ensure a better adhesion of the plaster mortar to the walls. The preparation procedure is performed by spraying a special mortar on the walls, consisting of sand and cement. The builders you see on the screen have managed to minimize the amount of time and effort spent on the whole procedure. The solution is mixed using a special equipment instead of the traditional manual method. It produces large quantities of material at once, enough even for large objects. The mixing machine can also operate as a powerful pump. The craftsman connected a hose to it and then went up. The equipment easily pumps the solution over enough, though the hose is very long. This way, the builders easily spray the mortar on the walls like water. Once the material is applied to the walls, it is leveled out for further plastering. Installing briquette. If you've ever seen a clinker brick or any other similar siding material being applied to a wall, you know it's a very messy job that requires a lot of patience and precision from the worker. Even the slightest mistake can result in a crooked row of bricks, and then another one, and so on. As a result, he will have to either start again or the result won't look good. The innovative briquette system greatly simplifies the job of the builders while increasing productivity on the construction site. That is because this way of laying clinker bricks allows you to perform the work approximately 3 times faster. The first stage is not covering the wall with masonry mortar, as it's usually done. Instead, metal panels are mounted to the wall. This is the only stage where you need to be very precise. The panels must be attached to the wall strictly horizontally. When this is done, you can proceed with the installation of the bricks, attaching them to the metal panels with glue. The strips act as a guide so that the rows of bricks are perfectly even. The final step is to fill the joints between the bricks with mortar. Concrete door. Most people prefer wooden or metal doors, but in some places in the world you can find unique, handmade concrete doors. In order to make one of these, a very small number of molds and tools are needed. For example, to mark the edges of the future door, 2 metal bars are placed on the ground parallel to each other. Another metal block is used to compact and remove excess material. The surface of the future door is finally leveled with the help of a spatula. The surface of the finished product will have horizontal openings, making it look like a grid. In order to measure their width and mark the location, the worker uses the same metal bar and trowels. When the future door is marked, it's time to take out the unnecessary concrete slabs. For this purpose, the surface of the still wet concrete is cut exactly along the markings. The cut pieces are lifted up with a knife and then simply removed and pulled aside. When this stage is over, the holes need to be smoothed out, using the trowel and the spatula again. Thus, anyone who has a basic set of construction tools, some patience and precision can build this door. Decorative wall finishing. Modern construction material companies offer a wide range of mixtures, solutions, paints, and varnishes. Their composition is tailored to ensure that the finish is unusual and unique. In this case, for example, several types of coatings are mixed to create a surface imitating masonry blocks. Moreover, these coatings are not ordinary, they have a peculiar texture. All the products shown in the video are produced by the Serbian company Maxima. First, the wall is coated with acrylic base roller grunt. It makes the surface coarser so that the following layers of finish adhere better. The next layer is Maxi Decor Travertino. As a matter of fact, it is lime plaster, which is usually applied in order to increase the protective properties of the surface. But in this case, it also serves for design purposes. The material has a thick consistency and is applied to the wall in an even and dense layer. Before it dries, the worker uses a brush to create additional texture. Then he traces the grooves on the wall to achieve the effect of a surface lined with blocks. A layer of acrylic primer is applied after that. Finally, the wall is covered with the translucent decorative paint Maxi Decor Velatura. The surface turns out beautiful and original. Concrete flooring. Concrete is probably the most flexible material you can use when you want to create something. The video shows how it can be used to make an interesting and unusual flooring. At first, the mold is filled with thin mortar, compacted to evenly fill the mold. See the 3 openings in the middle. So far they remain empty, but later they will be colored. The surface is very large, which is why this process requires more complex and bulky tools compared to the creation of a concrete door. In this case, the floor is supposed to be very dark, so a dark grey dye is applied to the concrete. This procedure is done several times. Before stamping, the surface is also treated with powder of intermediate color to make the surface look more vivid and rich. The stamp itself is needed to make the flooring look like tiles. When the main surface is ready, the remaining holes undergo the same procedure. The only difference is that the dye is not dark grey, but green and orange. The final stage of floor creation is coating the surface with acrylic sealant for protection. Brick-a-wood houses. We want to talk about a French construction company that has revolutionized the way modern wooden buildings are built. Brick-a-wood has developed a construction technique where only one component is used to build walls. It's a wooden brick. The system resembles a Lego construction set. First, a frame is made of wooden beams. Then, when it is time to erect the wall, the blocks are stacked on top of each other. They are securely connected to each other through special grooves inside and on the sides. The system is patented, and there are bricks of 3 sizes. Thanks to this, there are no difficulties on the construction set. Notice that during the installation of the wall, one block is placed on the outside and the other on the inside. The strength of the construction is enhanced by the wooden bars clamped between the 2 blocks. The result is a simple, economical and eco-friendly house with proper sound and thermal insulation. Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.